Build this network,
Scots and Soul.
build this network on Stubzx with Soul. What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the Scots with Soul podcast. It's the 20th week this week. This week we have VanessaTheNoob, SMViper, and Stubzx, the holy Stubzx, guys. We have them back again. How are we all doing, guys?
I'm sharing on Discord right now. So.
Right, we're going to start with Viper.
Just trying to close my door.
Viper, how have you been and what have you been up to this week, son?
I've been alright. What have I been doing? I've been streaming a mixture of Dauntless and Fallout 4 because I'm getting hyped for Fallout 76 coming out. And also, Dauntless is basically Monster Hunter for poor people.
It's
but it's amazing.
Monster Hunter with Fallout graphics. No Fallout graphics.
Fortnite graphics.
Fortnite graphics, aye.
But it's really fun. Me and Vanessa and Yaldi and everything have been grinding the shit out of that game. So
you seem to be getting everyone addicted to that, like trust with other games.
Well,
I was watching Kelly play it the other night with his man, and Kelly he manages to spawn in, and he's like, "I'm just going to run around them, yay!"
It was weird because it was like I was just walking about like da 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 da, and then I walked past and it said Killy 81, and I was like, hold on. And I walked backwards, and then I was like, is this like Killy for IndiScots Killy? I was like, is there a chance? And I quickly went into his Twitch, and it was live, and then there was my name, and I was like,
he was
Killy!
under the impression that you knew that he was coming and that you were coming to join and help him anyway. He was sitting in his stream like, I've been waiting in Viper for ages finishing his mission.
Oh no, that was the worst part.
No, it comes to like
cool.
Viper,
It
that wasn't
took
even
way
listening to
too
him.
long.
I said to him, yeah, cool, this mission shouldn't take long. This mission took unexpectedly long. It was disgusting how long it took.
That reminds me of when I accidentally met Gracie. Like, it was the night that I followed Gracie on Twitch and on Twitter. Fucking got on Dead by Daylight with the bird, and then it was like, hold on, I recognize that name. It's like, no, checking the profile and everything, twitch.tv/Gracie99. I was like, that's fucking Gracie who I just followed like 20 minutes ago. Alright. He's called me a stalker ever since.
I've got quite a cool story about that, but it involves Destiny, right? It's Destiny's a side note to the story, Stubzx, right? Destiny's a side note to the story. I was doing a raid one time, the Vault of Glass, in the original Destiny, right? And there was this guy, he was called Overshot Ali, and he kept talking about the fact that his internet connection was shite because he lived on an island, right? And when I was young, there was a boy in my street called Ali that moved to the LR, right? So see when he said, my internet's shite because I live in an island and I seen Ali in his name, I was like, is your name Alistair? And then I said his second name and he was like, how the fuck do you know who I'm on, man? And I was like, because I'm fucking Graham Trussler, man, and I've not seen you since I was 10 years old. We were 25 at the time, I hadn't seen him in 15 years and I re-met him in a Destiny raid, man. Like that, fucking holy shit, man, it was quality. But aye, Stubzx, what have you been up to this week?
I've been playing a wee bit of just pretty much trying to fill time between Red Dead Redemption and from now. Like I'm waiting for Red Dead. That's all I'm doing. So I played a wee bit of Ratchet and Clank. Of course, Call of Duty came out on Tuesday, so I done the 12-hour stream then. Then I woke up and started streaming quite literally the next day. Grinding it away, raging like fuck. I'm sick of that game already. I've played it for 2 days. I'm fucking sick of it.
Well, I've been on the fence about getting it, and hearing that just made my mind up.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fucking good Call of Duty. It's just I forgot how much Call of Duty makes my fucking blood boil.
But do you know one way I would not have complained about how to get Call of Duty is the way Harry Ramsden's was letting people in England get it this weekend. Harry Ramsden's, the fish and chip shops this weekend, was ordering a COD for COD deal that if you phoned up and asked for the COD for COD deal and paid them the £8, they would send you a fish supper and a download code for the new Call of Duty game, as long as the codes lasted.
Can I just point out, it was only England.
Only
so
England. But they were doing that.
Years.
There's only a handful in Scotland.
There was one in Edinburgh. There was one in Edinburgh.
Is it only two that's in Scotland?
There's one in Glasgow in the City Rock Centre.
There were two in Edinburgh.
There's
one over by the bridges.
There was one in Waverley Station for a while. Then KFC came and went, no, that's ours now.
Yeah, but you have to remember.
I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's an Italian pizza place.
Guile. Had
the guy
one.
was, oh no, but the guy
The
was
real
shite.
question is, how many Call of
that's
Duty
what I
codes
know.
do you think they bought to make it financially viable for themselves? 1,000? 2,000? 500?
More of like, wait.
They fucked with
so
people. They got 100.
Do you think so? Do you think it was that
Aye.
bad? I suppose they still
Well,
done 100
look,
people.
look at McDonald's. If McDonald's can make the same mistake, I mean, McDonald's done it with the Szechuan sauce. They're like, yeah, nobody's going to buy this. We'll get like 5 in each store, and then fucking thousands of people show up, and it's
Oh no, but the reason why that kicked off was because Rick and Morty fans. Sorry, actually no, I'm gonna stop myself before I
Shite Rick and Morty fans.
Shite Rick and Morty fans are pish. Like
Yeah.
there was
Shite Rick and Morty fans are pish. Add that to the Bot as Viper comment.
That sentence, man.
Shite Rick
I
and
had
Morty fans are
the-
pish.
I actually had a book of just fantastic quotes by Viper.
Oh yeah,
I should still have this book. So yeah, no, it's still
you
here.
will find it. But it's like
It's
it's like
fantastic.
it's like a group of things I've said either on stream or off stream. The only one that I know is definitely in there is that I played Shadow of Mordor for the first time, and then there was a upgrade you can get that you hit someone and they caught fire, but the way you hit them is that you need
It's the
them right in
first
the
quote.
face. Oh, is
It's the
it?
first quote of the book. My knee is so powerful, I set him on fire.
I was like, my knees. There was another one about potato somewhere I think as well.
No, it was.
Just rattle them off, it's fine.
I love
They're-
out of context quotes.
Red
Yeah.
onion ones and tomato ones and
Just read a few of them, but let's just see how they go. Because I haven't even heard these quotes in a long time.
it's I love red onions. I don't have anything against white onions. I like white onions, but red onions are better.
Dude,
This
just
was
trying not to be racist. That's all.
this was was
Racist
it
against
a
onions.
garden center?
Yeah, this was at a garden center. I was like, I like red onions. I love red onions. I like white onions. I'm really big this white onion, but
Oh god.
Then
Yeah.
there's like he looks like he has tomatoes hanging from his ears. No idea what the context
I
is.
can't remember that one.
I want to know the context for that.
Aye, the
I
context
don't
is
even
needed.
remember.
The context is needed for the book, man. You can't be
Although
showing
it
that
is-
to your children
it
in
is
10 years and
better.
letting them leave that to their imagination.
Well, it is better without context. That's
There's
like most of the
also,
clips on my channel are just completely out of context.
There's I ejected WrestleMania with my ass. It's just
How?
I think
how
that
did
Weird
I think
stuff.
I think that was against about one of the shite ones.
But WrestleMania's been shite for
Yeah.
years, is it no? Everyone I've watched has been shite. It's the same shite.
Mm.
I mean, they got The Rock back, and they've got fucking.
Oh no,
Ronda
like
Rousey now.
I'll full admit when the Hardy Boys came back, I lost my shit.
Over the Hardy Boys.
I
Mate,
love the Hardy Boys.
Aye, the Hardy Boys was brilliant when we
But
were
it was
wee,
also
man.
more of like I was sitting there going, okay, is it V1 Matt Hardy or is it Broken Matt Hardy? Really hoping it was Broken Matt.
Broke Matt Hardy's brilliant, man.
But when I first saw Broken Matt Hardy, I was like, what the fuck's this? Matt, you've gone mad. You know, like, what the hell? This is never
That
going to
was my
catch on.
reaction as well, man.
Yeah, it's never going to catch on. And now, every time I'm at a show, I'm like, delete.
See, I've not watched wrestling in a long time.
Neither have I. I don't usually watch it. I usually try and catch WrestleMania, but I'm more up to date with ICW than any other one. The fucking ICW is just brilliant. I don't
for
like
me, it's
UFC. I don't like UFC.
I like
No.
UFC, but it's getting so fueled with drama these days that I'm just like, oh, you know what?
Aye, it's how
Yeah.
much the crowds. It's how much I mean, think about the society in Scotland, right? You've got a UFC fight happening. Everybody's fucking on the drink and whatever else. You know what I'm talking about. And
Yep.
they're all out like that. "Rah, check me, I can fight like Conor McGregor. Look." Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't like the UFC. Do you know what I mean? If you go to a wrestling thing, everybody's just after it's getting steaming, going, "That fucking Joe Coffey, man, what is he doing?" And you're talking about the chant you heard. It's like we were at ICW, one of the main events, and this guy was so drunk. Joe Coffey comes on and he goes, "Coffee, coffee," and then he's like, "Coffee, fucking." Coffee! Fucking, do you know what I mean? You don't get a laugh at UFC. It seems it's so much more serious, and it's so much more. There's so much. Everybody that goes, their pride's tied up in who they've bet on, and
Well, if we're talking about like wrestling and just like how fucking ridiculous this is, right? 2 examples. The ICW done a show at Comic-Con 2 years ago, right?
Yep.
And what happened was it was Wolfgang came out being all Wolfgang, drug on for a long time. Yes, I like Johnny Cash. I've watched Sons of Anarchy too much. It was like that. And then Chris Renfrew came out, right? Chair to the head. Everyone's like, ooh. Then he grabs a Pikachu plushie from the crowd and starts beating this shit, and the whole crowd goes, Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. Next example, Joey Ryan. My favourite comedic wrestler of all time, Joey Ryan. His finishing move is called the penis plex.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
He gets someone's hand, puts their hand on his nuts.
It requires too much selling from the other person.
But it needs... Imagine Dolph Ziggler doing that. It would be the most beautiful thing on the planet. And you cannot deny that.
It requires way too much sell for the other wrestler. I mean, like, this is Viper penis plexing me, right? You go like that. Right, he's this side. You go.
Trust about to grab his cock. And then he penis
plexes you.
I love how just as you did
Almost
that,
myself.
literally just as you did that, there was a blue bottle just went and flew right into my mirror.
Yes.
Just went straight into the mirror.
The power of the penis is real.
The penis is indeed powerful. No, I just find like wrestling is more entertainment. Like I remember fucking my favorite wrestlers was like Rey Mysterio, Big Show, The Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero. But like it's R.I.P. exactly. But it's all entertainment. Like I fucking love when they're coming into the ring. Especially Eddie Guerrero and his fucking lowrider with the hydraulics going.
He's the reason I love Vanessa can tell you how much I love lowriders.
I love lowriders too, exactly because of him.
Put it this way,
I seen his lowrider and I was like, oh, love it.
You need to see some of the Joe Hendry entrances if you like entrances,
oh, yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry entrances are fucking brilliant. They're fucking amazing. But we'll move topics after wrestling. Seeing as how you've got a NASA t-shirt on the night, did you see the Soyuz rocket separation malfunction?
Yeah, it fucked it.
Oh, shit blew up. I missed this.
I don't know if it blew up, but there was a Soyuz. I don't know if it blew up. I just know it separated and malfunctioned. The astronauts all survived. They managed to get out and the capsule come back down to Earth. The astronauts survived. But it's the first major rocket accident since No, there was 3 astronauts on it.
They must have shit a brick, man.
I'm pretty sure Chris Hadfield was there, and I was like, if this happened,
he's a legend.
If the thing is right,
no, he just done the video explaining it on YouTube. That's all. He wasn't on it.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
No, he's done the Soyuz a good few times. He knows the escape procedure and stuff, so he's very qualified to talk about it.
Well, so put it this way, right? The chance of a rocket going correctly, even with like most pristine things, is like it's like a 20% chance of it going absolutely
those are great
perfect.
Odds.
Yeah, but it's the best odds we got, and it's like it's not a high chance of it working, right? Okay, fuck it, let's do it. Why not?
I've got a history boner about the first time in history somebody tried to go to the moon.
Go for
the first time in history somebody tried to go to the moon, it was a Chinese emperor when they invented fireworks.
Represent!
He put fireworks, he strapped tons of fireworks like rockets to the bottom of his chair and commanded people to light them. He got about 100 feet before he exploded and died.
Right, no. That was Poe and that was Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, also, Viper, don't take ideas.
I was going to say, is that you were really excited at the start of that? Are you still proud of that achievement?
Yeah. Pretty much.
He strapped fucking fireworks to the bottom of a chair and blew up.
At least they tried.
Tried to go.
What about the flat earther who raised money to build a rocket himself, launched himself into the sky and then crashed?
I think that's a great ploy by an amateur rocket engineer. How do I fund my project to make my own rocket and try and sell it commercially? I put it on Kickstarter to give people money to be able to watch me fail and then try not to fail, but he failed anyway. I don't know. He almost killed himself, but I don't quite believe that. I think that guy's just trying to be an entrepreneur. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain that he actually believes in the flat Earth. I think he's trolling us all to get the money.
It's the whole idea that he was like, I could send a weather balloon up with a GoPro Fuck it. No, I want to see it for myself. Should I get on a Boeing 747? No,
That's
fuck
why
that.
I
I'll
don't
launch
believe
myself in a homemade rocket
That's why I
into
don't
the
believe
sky.
it.
Fuck that.
What was
Fuck all
that?
those easy ways to do it. Vanessa looks like she's like up to something.
Oh no, I caught the blue bottle.
Yeah.
All right.
But like, but I was saying, like, yeah, there's a 20% chance of.
Although I think this kind of would relate to IndiScots because I put in a container of an empty container of jelly beans that I stole from RBS.
Openly admitting to theft. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's in here. What do I do?
Just leave it there until the end of the podcast.
You're asking the wrong
I
people.
Set
Hold
it
on.
free.
We're on a podcast, pure entertainment. Eat it.
No.
I tried.
Here, I'm
Eat
pretty sure they
it.
they
Eat
eat.
it. Eat it. Eat it.
Glasgow Gaming says Fiverr don't know if you eat it.
You can't even eat it. We've not got this thing set up. But yeah, 20% chance of a rocket going well, I think. And even if it does, if it goes wrong, the chances of it not blowing up are even smaller.
It's
Like-
no 20% the chances of a rocket not blowing up.
I was thinking.
No, as in
blowing-
like it's 20% chances of the rocket working like perfectly, and then like even when it starts to malfunction, there's an even smaller chance of it not blowing up.
Aye. Once a rocket starts to malfunction, you're fucked. It's already
But
started.
doesn't blowing up count as a fail though?
Aye,
Or
obviously.
does that just count as a firework?
No, it definitely counts as a failure.
It's a red
Definitely counts as
firework.
failure.
Look, blood everywhere.
There they go.
Right,
I've
quick
always
wondered,
subject change. Did you hear EA are remastering the Command and Conquer series? They teased that this week.
Oh, they're actually doing it.
They said it's going to take like maybe 1 to 2 years for them to do, but they also said EA said no microtransactions are going to be in it. So
I
there's
call bullshit.
yeah, I think that's good. I don't call bullshit right now.
Is
It's
there
too
an
early.
asterisk that says like for the first 3 months?
To be
mate,
continued or
I
something.
searched, but
Okay,
remember they don't.
but-
They
So
don't
no
have to say it, do they?
microtransactions.
No
but in-
microtransactions, man.
For the original
That's what they
game,
say
you're only
anyway.
getting 2 maps. And if you want to get the rest of the maps, you need to buy the season pass, which is going to cost you $49.99. And with that, you're going to get another 3 maps plus 4 more characters that, if you actually delve into the game's files, are already there. They're just behind the paywall.
It feels
Well-
like this has happened to you before, Viper.
Oh, it has. I'm sorry, but like I was like, have you seen the clip of Boogie298 playing? He was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Don't tap the
and
table.
he was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and as he was playing it, a message popped saying you cannot get any more credits for the next 3 hours.
Mm.
And he was like, I was watching that stream at the time, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? Like-
I've seen the video clip.
He was like, 3 hours? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you having fun? Like,
I'm sorry, you were earning too much of our in-game currency. But that actually brings me on to one of my topics, which is Knights of the Old Republic. If anyone remembers
Star
that, was
Wars?
actually
Yes.
what are you going to
there was
say?
there was a fan-made remake getting made. I'm guessing Viper
Oh,
knows
and
about
they
it.
shut it down. Lucas shut it down.
Yeah,
Aye, I seen that.
LucasArts sent them a cease and desist order to shut it down.
I'm pretty
Which
sure
is
that's what
within
the
their
rest of-
completely within their rights to do so, but it's still
well,
a bit
it's-
of a dickish move. Do you know what I mean? It shows that
I
like,
don't.
they
well,
don't
I
want
don't
their-
know
They offered the money.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I don't have the exact quote from it, but the cease and desist letter actually says they're disappointed that they had to do it, and they really like the work that they've done, but they can't let unauthorized versions of LucasArts intellectual property be used.
And yet there's so many fan movies on fucking YouTube.
Yeah. But no, they had no choice. It's shite when shit like that happens though, because it was such a good project, and then even the company's like, "This is really good," but legally we have to shut you down.
Do you know what's the worst part though? I bet you any fucking money it wasn't LucasArts' decisions. I bet you anything
Disney.
was Disney's.
That's
Yeah, it'd
weird.
been
Like
different.
if you're a good businessman, I think you go like that. Right, you can't make it on your own, but we can give you access to one of our studios, get a wee bit of creative control on it, so as we steer it back to canon. Do you know what I mean? And go.
Mhm.
Well, it was an exact replica of it. But I don't understand why more companies don't do that. Because I think it was a Fallout 4 mod recently shut down too.
Mm-hmm. I
And
was using it.
Yeah, and that got shut down.
What one was it? Just for-
It was this. There was a. It was basically a mod. It was like an unofficial patch, and because there was a wee glitch where if you went near the bridge at Sanctuary where it was caved in, even if you were nowhere near it, you'd fall into the water. And it was like it was like you had to walk a certain it was like a path. It wasn't like unbelievably annoying, but people were getting annoyed at it. They basically just patched it. They also patched things all like over the whole world, and yep, it's gone.
Oh, that's not quite the mod I was talking about. There was a whole I think it was actually Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3 that were taken into the Fallout 4 engine. I think it might be New Vegas.
Maybe be New Vegas.
Well,
I'd like to see Fallout 3 done because I've not played Fallout 3.
Fallout 3's great.
I plan on playing Fallout 3 next week or Fallout 4, depending what.
Have you got a 360?
I do, yeah.
No, trust.
No.
Oh.
No.
I was about to say if you had a 360, I'd give it to you.
Talking about 360, that segments is onto the stuff about
one.
Metal Gear, didn't it, Stubzx? What Metal Gear games is it?
I wasn't aiming towards Metal Gear, but okay.
Metal Gear 2, Peace Walker, Metal Gear 3, and there's another one, isn't there?
Rising Revengeance.
Rising Revengeance.
All the HD collection available on Xbox One backwards compatibility. Possibly the best thing about the the only good thing about the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. So if you own those games for Xbox 360, they'll now work on your Xbox One, man. So it's good. That's good stuff, man. More people can play Metal Gear. That's just always good.
Wait, are you done?
I'm done, man. I don't want to talk about.
Holy shit! Okay,
we'll be here too long.
On my topics in brackets, I do have Truss 30-minute Metal Gear Solid rant, just in case, you know.
The fly escaped, guys.
Oh well, you're fucked.
I'm fucked.
Speaking of vengeance, it's coming back for you.
It's not my keyboard.
He's just getting his energy back, man.
He's like, fucking, I'm going for a wee bitch, man.
Because I left it on the table just so I can concentrate in doing this, and now it's escaped. Oh man, okay.
But did you see
on my
the
escape
Fallout
button.
76 map has been revealed?
Yes, it's so pretty.
I've seen some of the gameplay and it looks so good. I don't like the way, because Fallout 76 seems to be mostly based on like audio logs.
A map chat.
It seems to be mostly audio logs and like notes left around the world, which I'm a lazy bastard. I want NPCs to talk to and get a quest from. But it does look good.
Aye.
Well,
and for anybody who doesn't know, the beta starts on October the 23rd for Xbox One, and it starts on October the 30th for PC and PS4. So it's like Xbox gets it for an extra week, and the full game comes out on November the 14th. So if you're on Xbox, you get it for 3 weeks, and if you're on PlayStation, you get the beta for 2 weeks before the game comes out. Who's all getting Fallout 76?
What's everyone getting on?
Maybe.
Because Vanessa, I'm buying you a copy. You're playing it with me.
I don't know what to get it on. I don't know.
Stop.
It's one of those
You
games
get
that I would
on
like
PC
to get in PC and stream with somebody else, so somebody with a better PC could stream it, and I could just be a guest on their stream.
Yeah. See, I want to get it on PC, but I wouldn't be able to stream it personally, and it's like,
I'll stream it.
Like, do I want to get it on
Is your
console,
PC
but then
good
be a
enough,
lonely
though?
bastard?
That's the thing.
No, but I'll still stream it.
Well, no. That's why I'm not streaming it. Is because my
I'll
PC's
stream
not
it at
good enough.
280p and...
Do you know what I mean? It's like if we could
I'll
all, if we
record it
see,
and put it
I'd
on
maybe,
YouTube.
I'd like to get it on PlayStation then, Stubzx, if nobody can stream it. Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking,
Because then me and you could play it together on PlayStation. Do you know what I mean?
That means I'd have to get it on PlayStation.
But that means we can all stream in good quality. Where it not
I
being like
can-
that. Hi, welcome to my Fallout stream.
Oh, you're Brewfell.
Well, the thing that I don't care about getting it on PC is because it's an online game, so it's not going to have mods. The usual reason I want to get Fallout games on PC or Bethesda games on PC and that kind of thing is to mod fuck out of them.
Aye, but Glasgow Gaming, your potato was struggling to run Black Ops last night, man.
I think mine will be able to run 76 and stream.
What kind of
But-
PC have you got?
A good one.
It's not that great. It's just more I upgrade it now and then.
Getting in PlayStation.
No.
That's not, I actually need to upgrade mine. I need to put I'm thinking of putting a new processor in a graphics card.
I need a new CPU badly.
I just need a new PC. I want a second.
Mine's is completely fine. I just think I might treat myself to a new graphics card.
But talking about new games that are coming out.
What have you got right now?
Only a 1070.
Only
And
a
you want to
1070.
upgrade again. It's like, oh yeah, I've got a 1080. You know what?
Put it this way, right? If she upgrades, I
Looks
get the
good.
old one. So yes, upgrade.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I might.
I'm gonna quickly just move this
But
over here.
quickly, while we were talking about new games coming out, XCOM, well, these are games that are already out, but XCOM 2 and Civilization 6 are very cheap on fanatical.com this week, guys. XCOM 2, the base game, is £8.74, or the 27 quid for all of it, man. All of the XCOM 2, plus the new DLC as well, is £27. Civ 6, the pack with all the new DLCs is £21, and the old XCOM game is a £5, and they've got loads of other games. I just picked the games out that I like, but there's loads and loads of games that are cheaper than that just now.
Just give us a minute, because my good son is back.
Hiya. Hiya.
Oh, I thought I just dropped my cock,
Oi.
but okay.
Oi.
Oh,
Oi.
baby!
Puppy doggy. Oi. Hello.
It's okay, folks. I picked up my cock again. It's good. But also some of the other games that are on sale. So we've got Jackbox Party Pack 2 for £3.79.
Yeah.
We've got the XCOM Collection. I don't think Trust said the price is there, but XCOM Collection is £27.19. Let's see what the big deals we got. Civilization 6, £20.99. So, you know, if anyone wants to buy me that so I can whoop Trust's ass online, cheers, mate. Cheers.
Should they have said that here? Because I'm most likely going to be the one that's like, send.
Please do.
I would
so
love
can-
XCOM.
I would fuck Truss up, you know?
Aye, talking about new games, it's only a minute trailer, so if you want to go watch the trailer, it's pure daft as fuck. This is a game called Balsamito. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but Balsamito 2K18 is a game about the Brazilian presidential candidate, right? And it's come under fire this week because the slogan it says, the people who released the game says, defeat the communist evils in the politically incorrect game. So they've got this presidential candidate walking about like cities like Sao Paulo just punching communists, man. The Brazilian government are pure outlawing it. But there's a trailer there.
Is this like the greatest game ever made called Make America Great Again Simulator?
It's Make Brazil Great Again
I
Simulator.
Also, speaking of other new games, for those with PSVR, recently announced is Borderlands 2 VR.
Thunder, enough.
That is going to be fucking amazing.
This is where Vanessa buys me a PlayStation VR headset.
I need that in my life, like right
seen the
now.
trailer and I was like, of all the games that I thought was going to come to VR, Borderlands 2? I can be Claptrap?
Yes.
VR? Yes! Like, oh, I was so excited when I seen that. I was like, Skyrim VR, it's okay.
Yeah, but
Borderlands
Have you
2
ever played
VR?
Skyrim VR?
Yes, I've got it.
It's so funny because like I only got a shot of it at my mate Lewis's house, and the best part is it because like it's not like in Skyrim where it's like you have to be in a certain hitbox and stuff,
Yeah.
and because you can dual wield and stuff. I had two like swords in my hands, and instead of like trying to fight properly, I just went.
That's what I do. I just do the little wrist movement. I love walking up behind them and just like, because if you move slowly, your sword can go through things. So I like crouch and then walk up slowly behind them and just shove the sword up their arse and then twist it so it kills them.
they actually have in New York JFK Airport. They actually have a section of like just TVs and stuff, and there's a VR station.
I thought you were going to say
Basically-
swords, and I was like, that's a weird thing to have in an airport.
No, they have like Beat Saber and stuff there.
They
To
couldn't
play.
sell AKs, so
I mean,
Not past security anyway. No.
oh no, past security. Well, it had to be in your luggage basically, or like
I
in a
mean-
duty free bag, like a sealed
I
duty
got
free bag.
stopped.
You
Mike,
can't have
okay.
an AK in your bag if it's in your actual suitcase
Yeah.
going through America, which is fucked up to me. Okay.
I got stopped at security for having geodes, like the rocks with the crystals inside.
No, Vanessa, you're a minority. You were randomly selected.
My whole family got stopped though,
I always get randomly selected for some reason.
and
I don't
yeah,
know what, every fucking airport, no matter what I go through, you've been randomly selected. I'm getting off the fucking plane. What are you talking about? You've been randomly selected for a search. I flew from like I was like.
You have been randomly selected for a search. As they put their rubber glove on it.
Just getting a bit of Vaseline on their finger.
Fuck that. Luckily, never had that one. There's only one time I've not been randomly selected for a search, and it was the one time I was high as fuck going through the airport, stinking of weed. Didn't get searched that time apparently, but every other time. There's one time when I was like 13. I left from where I live in the moment on the islands. I got searched here. Went to Glasgow. I went outside for a cigarette. Came back in. Got searched at security again. And then when I arrived in Bulgaria, going to fly to the local airport, I got searched again. All 3 fucking airports I got searched in. I was 13 with long ass hair.
That was my holiday.
Why?
It was
literally. You got TSA. Fuck them.
Oh
TSA.
no, I got searched like in Amsterdam, in the US, and then Amsterdam again. But, the plus side,
you understand why they'd search from Amsterdam to America, because
I
what's
mean,
Amsterdam known for?
Yeah.
Sorry, well, what's America known for now? Well, then again, you went to New York, so if you're flying into like Colorado or Washington or something, I mean, yeah.
They don't care. They're like, hey, thanks for the stock.
Hey, you've got weed? Oh, cool, we've got some too. You want some?
Yeah, let's share.
Better, but
as you walk into Colorado, no, that's when you walk into Glasgow Airport, but it's actually just Glasgow Gaming sitting there rapping away. You're going.
Then all of a sudden, a terrorist attack happens and he boots him in the balls.
Man.
I mean, that's fucking Smeeto.
That's still my favorite.
Can't remember the last time I heard about him.
Can we get him on the podcast?
Mate,
that's the goal.
That's the goal. To get Smeeto on the podcast and be unofficially sponsored by Iron Brew.
Indeed.
It's soft in the bottle. Like, yeah.
She still got it. It's orange. It's good. It's not.
It's orange. If my piss looked like that, I need to go to the doctor.
Like that, I was like, Vanessa, I'm going to take you to the hospital in the morning.
Wait, is it not meant to look like that?
No. Well, to be honest, you're ginger anyway, so it's kind of fine. But
okay. Just checking. Like I'm okay.
It's like, do you know how your body processes proteins and everything, and it pisses the rest out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that with your gingerness. It handles all the ginger and then pisses the rest out.
You were starting to make me think that something was wrong with me there. I was a bit worried.
You're ginger, there's something wrong with you, but it was like...
You've got rapid aging, mate. You age rapidly. You age 2 years for everyone.
On one side of the screen, we have the most aged person in the world, and the other side of the screen, we've got the person who won't age till they're 104. So it's like, we've got a good balance right now.
Yeah, but when she hits 104, she will rapidly age, though.
When I hit that stage, I will turn into a freaking, I don't know, a prune.
You know what it's like? It's like, do you know how...
One day you just dry up.
Just like, whole face is like...
Did you ever see the episode of The Simpsons where it looked like Homer lost weight and he was standing there, and then Marge was like, oh, I've lost so much weight. Pans round, and he's got all his fat held by with like some like wooden pegs and stuff. And then when he lets it go, all the fat just like flops forward. It's like that. It's like at age 104, someone lets go of the peg and all the wrinkles just go. And then the mustache comes down.
I love that. I'm going to turn into a walnut when I reach 90. That's amazing there.
So Chinese old women turn into walnuts and British old women turn into pork pies. Right, got it.
Fuck off.
Got it.
He always has to do that.
Always a shite, cookery pies.
There's always a segue, mate. There's always a segue. There's always a bridge open to the pork pies. There's always a bridge.
I'm starting to think Truss has a wee love for Granny Fanny.
No, man, it's
Speaking of
pork
pork
pies.
pies,
I love the
Or had an experience.
Speaking of pork pies, actually.
There's probably a couple experiences.
I was reading article by it was by the Metro, so I don't actually know how
I'm interested to see where this is going.
There it is. On November 1st, cannabis will now be available apparently through the NHS.
Indeed.
Apparently.
But I bet it's pure heavy shit.
I said no. Okay. Have you ever
no
seen
THC in it at all, but
have you ever seen pictures of the weed that the actual UK government tests on? Like all their research for weed comes from this stuff. I seen a picture of it and I was like, I've never seen any weed like that. That looks horrible. Absolutely horrible.
But
They got it
it's
from
for other
Gary,
reasons
like,
they're doing it. It's for other reasons because it'll probably be CBD they're looking for to treat other things
Yeah.
like what is it? CBD can treat. It can treat a number of
It's,
different things.
CBD does most of the treatment.
CBD is
Does
basically just like
anxiety
the
and
good
stuff.
stuff that's in marijuana filtered down into an oil. Like
I was going to say
I'll-
THC, the good stuff, but okay.
I'll admit, it's like I've used THC oil in my vaporizer because I get back pain sometimes, I get neck pain,
Yeah.
and like it also helps with anxiety and everything as well.
I've used
it's
CBD,
Neck
but it's shite.
pain.
Neck pain, but like, but the thing is like it.
I'm going to be walking into the hospital with every problem, man.
You
Fuck
can
that.
actually get CBD in Holland and Barrett.
Yeah,
You can get CBD oil on Amazon.
you can get it vaporized.
CBD's been legal in the UK for quite a while. It's just
If you
THC.
vape, you instantly grow a fanny. At least I've got something doing there.
Vanessa
It's-
can confirm.
I'm not
What you don't
confirming
realize,
anything.
right, is that I'm the female in this relationship.
I mean, yeah.
Like, do you know that whole thing is that Asians have small cocks? No. She's like fucking red rum down there. Like,
I'm getting
I
distracted
thought,
with the
I, thought
dog
you
right now.
walked, I thought you walked a wee bit funny for a while
Yeah.
there.
but not the only thing.
A wee bit.
There is also a thing coming out which I've heard, and this is a bad thing, is that in December there will be a new kind of like paper going into the Scottish Parliament to be talked about, and it's a rule about takeaways in Scotland not being allowed to sell large meals.
Oh, I seen that. Fucking
It's-
Jamie Oliver, man.
No, but
That's
it's
bullshit.
It's basically about
People will
oversizing.
just buy two
Yeah.
meals.
Have you heard of a thing called upsizing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you make things bigger?
But well, to
Like the thing that you done to your cock eye.
yeah. Well, basically, to explain, it's like, have you ever went into like a coffee shop and they've like, cool, can I have coffee? And they go, cool, is that a large?
Not
Like
in
in
Starbucks,
McDonald's-
they don't.
Or well, in McDonald's, or they go, is that a large? You know,
Or
like,
it's
would you
like,
is that a large meal?
it's actually cheaper to get a large or something.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
oh,
oh,
do you want
you
a
know,
large?
yeah.
It's only like a couple pence cheaper,
Yeah,
or a
and
couple
it's-
pence more.
Yeah, basically, there's a big study that's kind of shown that when people do that, they do say yes, and they're contributing that to the fact that Scotland does have a big obesity problem. Look at me, like it's like they talk about that, and because of that, they're now thinking they're not going to outlaw large meals. Basically, they're not going to say no, you cannot sell large meals. There will no such thing as hey, it's the unicorn, I've got him. It's like you'll still be able to buy a large meal, but it's not allowed to be advertised, and it has to be more expensive. Like,
But little did they know, right? Chinese takeaways, because I know this for a fact, because I know stereotype, because we had the Chinese takeaway, right? My uncle has one, right? Little did they know, the smaller containers are cheaper to buy, as in like the actual plastic containers, and the amount of food that you can actually stuff in them is equal to the large.
yeah, it's quite surprising.
Yeah.
Well,
So the amount of rice that you can actually, like, amount of fried rice you can stuff in a small container is equal to like a large container, and you could just price it the same.
That's
As
why
small.
I love going to there's a Chinese restaurant here, well, takeaway that does fried rice and curry sauce, my fucking favorite. I love it.
Anything with curry sauce is great.
Yeah, fried rice and curry sauce. I'm addicted to it. It's an actual addiction, and it's like £3.40 something for one of those tubs that you're talking about.
Mhm.
But they fill that to the brim. I'm carrying it in
To
the
the
bag. And I'm
brim.
like, this thing's gonna fucking burst. This is definitely gonna burst open this time.
I will say the Chinese takeaways do know how to. I've never had a bad portion from a Chinese
They
place.
always do good
Mhm.
portions.
They're a
why
bit- sometimes they're a
Chinese
bit-
is my favorite.
Sometimes they're a bit stingy with the chicken wings, but like it's. But
But how can you pack chicken wings in a container?
But anyway, like one of the reason I bring this up is because if this goes through, one of my most favorite thing to get from a takeaway will be outlawed.
What's that?
A munchie box.
Oh,
They'll this law will basically
Excuse
say
me, they're outlawing munchie boxes? What? It's a
that
crime against
basically
humanity.
This law will basically then go.
that's a crime against Scotland.
It is a crime against it. But guess who first imposed the law?
Donald Trump.
Jamie Oliver.
Nope. Here's a clue. She walks like a fucking owl.
Your mum.
You know, put it this way: she walks into the stage like this. Your mother's a shite cookery pie.
I don't know. Barbara Streisand.
I love how I said delete.
Teresa. It's no fucking Theresa May, is
When
it?
did Theresa May walk on dancing?
I'd say she
Have you
walks
not seen
more
this
like
video?
that.
No, I've never
Fucking a
seen
wee
it.
fucking
Have you ever seen
witch
the
bitch, man.
Have you ever seen the video of the Lonely Island, the song "Creep"?
The creep.
Do the creep. Do the creep.
That's on my playlist, man. That plays on my stream. She can fuck off, man. Seriously, she looks like a wee witch, man. She needs
It
a
was
monkey
also
box
to
or
do
two.
with Jamie Oliver, though. It was also
I
to do with
fucking knew Jamie Oliver would be involved somewhere, man. He
Theresa
ruined my
May
fucking
needs a munchie box.
Now he's ruining my fucking. Ugh.
How did Jamie
Can
Oliver
someone
ruin
just
your
fucking
childhood?
finish him? He ruined school meals.
He did.
We
He
used to
did.
get
Oh,
fucking
did he?
pizza, fucking turkey Twizzlers, all that good shit, man. Then we got fucking salad and.
He's only like a year older than me, so my school meals
Well,
were
here's-
mince. Your
here's
big fat ass.
Aye, because he was
burgers
in
and all that
fucking
shit.
school, man.
Mhm.
You were all
Well,
eating your
here's-
big burgers, and his mom gave him a salad, and you're sitting here, you fucking pricks, man.
Put it
Look
this
at
way,
that
right?
fucking double cheeseburger Trussler's eating, man. I'm gonna fucking ruin school dinners for pricks. Fuck them. The next generation's fucked.
The school that my
Stubzx will
my-
resume to normal service in approximately
I'm
2 minutes.
I'm
the
okay.
school that one of my cousins go to, do no longer serve meat.
That's fucking
What?
disgusting.
They
That.
serve corn.
That's disgusting.
And I asked, like, I saw her one day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're at school." I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I don't like school lunches though. I want to bring my own lunches." And she was like, "Oh, what did you have for school lunch?" And she was like, "Oh, we have like."
I think us
it's like
carnivores
weird-
should fight back against this veganism society. I think we should be like that.
If
Oh
they-
look,
All
here's a
kids will have iron
cucumber, but
deficiency.
it's not really a cucumber. It's actually a dandelion. Sorry.
Well, here's the thing:
Mm-mm.
avocados are not fucking vegan.
I don't
Because you
care. I
know
like
why?
avocado.
Because avocados rely on the nectar of bees, and guess who can't eat stuff that's made from the nectar of bees?
Mhm.
Vegans.
Get it up then.
But here's the
Yes,
thing:
I am one of those pricks that eats avocado toast. Leave me alone. Right? My girlfriend got me
I-
You
into
can't eat figs as well.
can't eat figs either. Like
I don't like
I
figs.
understand.
Aye, of course,
Um,
vegans can't eat pigs. That goes without saying.
Oh, figs.
But I understand like the whole like I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
There's some stuff like
Thanks.
there's some
Fuck, it's an
parts
avocado.
of veganism
Stubbs be with you.
that is beneficial, but it's not even beneficial
You've
for
got
yourself.
one there.
It's
Is it
beneficial-
shaker?
Yeah,
All right.
but it's like it's beneficial for the like kind of the world because there is actually a proven thing that if you don't eat meat and you don't eat dairy, your carbon footprint is lower. But it seems to be more of like the meat industries. Like it does suck because like the meat industry is actually one of the biggest producers of greenhouse gases in the world, but there's too much of a demand for it. And being honest, until like the world can come up with very good alternatives,
Insects,
then
mate.
people are still going to eat. People are still going to insects, definitely.
Meat is delicious though.
Insects are meat.
Although that being said, jackfruit is really damn good alternative because they've made jackfruit taste like freaking meat.
That's kind of fucked up.
Have you
Yeah.
heard about a Beyond Burger?
No.
No.
A Beyond Burger is this new type of it's an alternative vegan burger. But, I've always asked that Glasgow. I've always wondered.
I know, I was just about to say.
Suck dick.
The burgers, right?
It's so true.
I think they're made from parts like beetroot extract, the jackfruit extract. There's loads of different like basic extracts in it. They're all from plants. It's all vegan, but it behaves like meat. It feels like meat. It grills like meat. It bleeds like meat, and it tastes like meat. And it's a bit weird how it does. I've tried one. They are fucking incredible. And the only problem is
Oi.
that one patty is about $4.75.
Oh,
That is the problem right now. They're trying to make it cheaper. And if they can make it cheaper than actual meat, then I believe the Beyond Burger and the Beyond Meat source is going to fucking take off and take over meat industry. And that is a good thing in some parts. But then you need to tackle, what about cheese? What about milk?
Fuck
What
cheese.
about milk
Che-
you've already
Aye,
got.
fuck
but
off, Truss.
You put fucking
Jesus
ketchup on
shite, mate.
kebabs. Get the fuck.
Mate, who
You don't
doesn't?
like pizza?
doesn't?
Fuck off.
Who does like pizza? These are all weirdos. These are all wrongins.
Trust, you're outnumbered 3-1, right?
Yeah.
You're a
Because I'm
sick fuck.
outnumbered doesn't mean I'm wrong, right? Shut it, bring it.
You're fucking wrong. Jesus fucking amazing. Go live with the vegans, you prick.
Thunder. See him.
I wanted
with the beard.
to
Biting.
make a reply on the whole vegan and the sucking dick thing, but I don't want to like end up being banned.
No, don't. Just completely comb over that. Just comb over. Laugh at it.
Here's
Comb
the
over.
question.
I like how madcap is that we all eat avocados though. They're fucking delicious, mate. Wee bit of salt, wee bit of pepper on toast. Fucking.
Here's a question. This was actually like baffled me for ages, and I guess it just depends on how good of a vegan you are. But honey, right? Honey is made by bees, right? So technically, it's from the animal, but taking like it's like eggs. Like you don't need
Give egg, mate.
Yeah, like, the thing is, like hens will always produce eggs, no matter
No,
what.
but seriously, if you've got eggs, give me them.
Fuck off, yeah, Aldi's got all mine.
But like female hens will always produce egg. Like it's just a thing. Like,
Always produce
the
eggs.
same as bees will always produce honey, and taking the honey from the bees, right?
Stubzx will always produce beards.
It will. Like
No hair though, just beards.
like taking it down like that, it doesn't, like most beekeepers these days do it in quite a harmless way. So then I've always wondered, well, what about honey? Can vegans eat honey? Because in my opinion, I think they should be able to.
They should be able to, but they're up their own arse pricks that choose not to.
That's generally my opinion as well.
That's the bee honey. That's the bees honey.
Sorry
What the
if
fuck
we're
are they doing?
offending
with it?
any snowflakes out there.
They're
Do you know
doing
what I
nothing
mean?
with it. The bees, if you take their honey away, they don't die. They
No.
just make more. They fucking love making honey.
And like, I'm not saying I agree with the whole farming situation. Like, you know, like free range eggs is obviously the way to go forward because, you know, keeping hens locked in a cage is cool
bigger
and
eggs
shit.
than that.
But I also like the whole way, like the way they like do the whole hen laying chicken farming thing. It is a bit weird. But with bees, it's been proven that keeping them in beehives actually helps them.
Yeah, they breed in there.
They breed,
Yeah.
and that is what we need right now because bees are now endangered.
Yeah, there's
Bees
so
Because we
are
many
need
endangered.
we need more beekeepers and shit.
Mhm.
I don't agree with I don't agree with like the way cows are kept in that. Like if I could afford it, I would rather buy like free range cow's milk. But no, I've got to get the one where the fucking farmers stuck a hoover to the nipple and just sucked all that milk dry.
The thing that sucks about the way that milk's made, and being honest, I hate it because Vanessa will say, I drink milk like
I drink it in coffee.
it's the
Like water?
I drink milk like water.
I
fucking
used to.
drink milk.
Yeah.
To the point, like, but I think I haven't broke. The only bone I've broken my body is my nose, and I've only ever broke the.
That's not even a
cartilage.
bone, that's cartilage. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the only.
I've
thing
never broken
ever-
a bone either, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
never
I've-
put it in.
What? Holy shit.
I drank a lot.
I
of
don't
milk
do
as a kid.
sports or anything, so there's no reason for me to break
I
a
don't leave the house. I don't leave
So,
my
like,
bedroom.
I think
I-
I spent like
I-
fucking like half my teenage years in a stick your crutches, man. I
Yeah.
broke my left leg twice. I had 2 operations in my knee. I broke my left arm twice. Like holy shit! And you've never
That's
broke
football
bones,
and being
man.
clumsy as fuck.
No,
the
that's
thing is-
before the internet, mate. That's what happens when the internet was near thing.
The funny thing is, I've broke my nose.
Mum,
5
can I use
times.
the internet tonight?
I've never
No,
broke
because I
my
need to
nose.
phone your grandson. You're like, oh right,
But listen,
okay.
I
I'm
it's
away
got
out
to
and
the point
play
now that
football.
if I break my nose, I can now just reset it. Like put it this way. I've broken my nose 4 times because of rugby,
Like a SNES.
and the 5th time I'll full on admit it was kind of stupid, and I'll tell you that story in a minute. But anyway, I drank loads of milk, and do you know how they keep the cows able to make milk?
Oh, 'cause
Yeah,
cows-
you told me about
Cows
this.
only produce milk when they're either pregnant or they've got a newborn infant. So what they literally do is pump them full of semen until they're pregnant again, and then they terminate the baby. That is kind of fucked. I will phone
That's
him.
fucked
It
up.
is fucked.
That's
But
fucked up.
they do. It's about most things. Like, but being honest, like if it's available, I actually just drink almond milk and I drink coconut milk because coconut milk's fucking amazing. But
Sierra keeps recommending almond milk. Like, oh, I've got to get on almond milk. I've got to keep drinking that. It's like, almond doesn't have nipples, mate. How the fuck do you milk it?
I always, do you believe it or not, right? Coconut milk I understood because it was like, you know, the milk and all that inside. Almond milk I never got. Like, it was a case of like just squeezing it until like milk came out.
We have a machine for soy milk. We can make soy milk like fresh.
So I do need to try other types of milk. Like coconut milk and coffee might be quite good.
Let's go ask her. Vanessa, does your cousin Soy have a nipple?
Oh, fucking hell.
I get this so much, guys.
Oh, fuck off. You've got a cousin called Soy. That's unfortunate. All right, okay. I believe that.
No, it was
No, I mean my family have like very unfortunate names, yes, but no one's called Soy.
Put it this way, Vanessa's last name is Chong and her sister's middle name is Chang.
No,
Wait,
you got
your last name's
completely
Tom. Are
wrong.
you related to Tommy?
I wish.
Oh, do you have Canadian relatives?
I do.
You might be related to Tommy.
I might
He's
be.
Canadian. Oh, we
But
might
he
find
is
something
the
nice.
he is
Get
one
me
of
in
the
touch with
whitest
him,
men
right?
ever.
He's very white though, yeah.
He's incredibly fucking white. He's got a black daughter. Like his daughter's black as fuck, and he's Asian. So, and both his parents were from China. I'm pretty sure. I love somebody
Malta
talking.
love-
I went to the
in
jeans
response to
supermarket. Like, I have some of their jeans and some of these jeans.
No, Tommy Chong has definitely mixed a wee bit of everything. Like,
Oh,
if you look
yeah.
at his
Oh,
face,
aye.
you're like, wait, all them are related? What the fuck? He's Asian, he's white, she's black. What the fuck is going on?
No, this happened. So back in primary school, there was just me and another girl that were the only Asian, so only Chinese, right? And we were always teased like by classmates, like, "Oh, you guys must be related" and whatever. Couple years down the line, I actually found out she's my second cousin, and quite closely related as well. So, yeah.
Hold
I
on,
really-
2 I need to fucking do something. Something in my fucking.
Can I just ask a question that Glasgow Gaming asked, right? Who was the first guy to try and milk a cow?
Oh yeah, I've always said that.
I
like,
really question that one. It's also like the question of like who's the first guy to get AIDS? Because it came from monkeys. Who
Oh, no.
fucked a monkey and then went,
No,
"Whoops."
he ate a monkey. He ate the monkey.
Aye, that's a story. That's the
Ate his
story.
asshole.
Would you admit to
You
fucking
know.
a monkey? They were like, how'd you get AIDS? That only comes from monkeys. What's it? You can get it from fucking it or eating contaminated meat. I ate it. That was the one. I ate it. Why is your trousers around your ankles? No reason. Why is the monkey bent over without a bite out of it? I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Anyway, speaking on Vanessa, you know, in the classmate being her cousin, the same thing happened to Stubzx, except it was at a wedding and he was trying to fuck her.
Okay.
Fuck off. I would just like to point out, although Vanessa's statement is true, mine is not.
It is very.
Mine is 100% true.
He's on the Isle of Lewis. There's like 60 people there
Why do you think I'm dating an American, right?
because all the other girls on the island like fucking nephews or nieces.
Thunder, stop biting me.
I know a couple up here that have. Okay. The stereotypes are true.
Put it this way,
I stay away from the locals, right? I just stay away. None of them are my type anyway. They're all too white. I'm just saying.
Stubbs is his
actually-
own cousin.
White is not to my taste. That's all I'm saying. I stay away, mate. I make them.
Squirrel.
Exactly, mate. I make sure they're not related, right?
So great. What part of Africa are you from? Perfect.
Pretty much, aye.
But aye, we put the new section in the Discord for people to ask questions, and so far the question I only remember one that stuck out in my head, and it's what's everybody's favourite Pokemon? It was asked by Flexi. He's about to get his Pokemon teddy, ain't he? I don't have a favourite Pokemon. I've never ever thought about it. If you make me
Pikachu?
choose one,
Oh, fuck
I'm
it.
not going to choose Pikachu.
I've got all the questions on my screen actually.
I don't know. I'm no.
Charizard, because rawr.
Because there are.
Killy asks, "What's your favorite type of kebab?" Kebab. I don't know.
Mixed for me.
If it's kebab, it's kebab. If I'm eating it, I'm
No.
absolutely shit faced. So it doesn't matter, does it?
You dick.
If you could shag any member of IndiScots, who would it be? Pick and why? Glasgow Gaming, because he's sexy as fuck.
kind of awkward how I technically am.
Well,
Are
yeah,
you?
Hold on,
Are
wait.
you a member?
You've got to wait me.
No, as in Viper. Is
No.
he
You've
your
got to
official
choose
member?
one.
Aye,
Yes,
I'm
you've got to choose. That's an easy choice for you. Why do you have to think about it so hard?
No, I didn't have to because I didn't know whether he was a member of this.
That's a problem, man.
She's
She's
actually gonna-
thinking about it.
She's actually gonna choose,
Like,
she's gonna choose Absolute Scottish. No, Absolute Scottish is da.
Me
gonna
or
say,
oh, for one, I didn't know he was an actual member. Two, he turned into Keemstar. Like, what the heck?
Hey
Mine's
guys, it's
obviously
Killer
Flexi,
Keemstar.
obviously flexible.
Let's get right into the news.
Yeah. Can I make? I want to make an inside joke, but I think COD will kick me off the podcast.
See that live?
No nipples.
Damn, no nipples. We were hoping. We were
We
hoping.
Yeah.
did say that could happen before the
But that is one with an unfortunate name as well, though. Like, I'm just saying.
Wait, what's her name?
She has Ching Chong in her name.
She
Oh
does.
my
Oh
god.
my
Yeah,
god.
so-
You're no serious, man.
No, I'm
Do her parents-
100%.
Do her parents hate her?
Actually, my grandparents picked our Chinese names. So it'll be my grandparents that are at fault.
Like they were like, okay, she lives in Scotland. What's the worst that we can do? Ching chong. Yeah, okay.
Right.
And in
Well,
defense,
for-
does that not work better though? Because well, they just be like, oh, what's your name? Ching chong. Yeah. Oh,
Hi.
I just want to. I'm just going to move on from that question before I get kicked off because the joke I've got, I can't say.
Do. Oh wait, I think you're gonna about who
Right.
you'd fucking
Fine,
IndiScots.
you know what?
You'd
Fine, you know what?
trust
I'll say it, and I'm so sorry if this gets us in trouble.
Well, don't say it if it's even got a possibility.
Who in IndiScots would you fuck? That is the question.
We'll put it in the Discord. Viper's comment will be in the Discord. If you're not already joining the Discord, stop biting my arm!
Nobody wants to answer it. I was straight up with it,
Fuck's
man. I knew
sake.
exactly who I'd fuck. I would just
There
demolish
you
his
go.
ring.
Discord
I
links.
posted it in our. I posted it in our little chat right now.
Yeah, you
I'll
don't
say
say it out loud. Yeah.
Oh wait.
There you go. Go to IndiScots if you want to see the not safe for work stuff.
I don't
No,
think
he
it was
put
ready.
it in our private chat.
Who's
there.
going to
put it
be
in
on the
the-
podcast next week is going to be somebody brand new, and it's going to be late to rest. It's going to be on the podcast next week. He's not long joined the IndiScots, and this will be his first podcast appearance and introduction. Thunder, enough biting me. You'll get put in your fucking bed.
If you don't behave, I'll eat you.
If you don't behave, the fucking cod will eat him.
I just got that. Jesus. It's okay, she's Asian, she's allowed to make that joke.
I was gonna say before everyone goes TOS, I'm like I am. Yeah, I can't make that.
Yeah.
Next question is, what's your favourite secret in a video game?
When you see Lara Croft naked in Tomb Raider. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a.
That wasn't a secret.
The Revolver Ocelot's secretly the goodie.
Spoilers.
Secret in a video game.
The hidden Easter egg in Vice City.
Oh,
Does this count? But
Or there's no Easter eggs up here in San Andreas. Or
Right.
the
Bed.
Fourth
Bad.
Road Bridge in San Andreas.
Hmm.
I like Fourth Road.
Just think, does this count for the big head mode in GoldenEye?
Oh, that was technically a cheat, but I guess you have to like do certain things to get it.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because like I remember like I had one of my best mates when I was younger. He had a Nintendo 64, which is why I got to like play all these games and stuff. And when I first played GoldenEye, he let me play through the story mode, and I was like, "This is so cool." And then he said, "Oh, there's also multiplayer." Put it this way, right? I didn't own a PS2 yet. I hadn't played a game in multiplayer before. I was fucking blown away. I was like, "Oh my god, we can play at the same time and stuff!" Oh, and then he went, "This gets even better." And he put on big head mode. And for no like about 2 minutes, we were sitting there going, "Big heads. We have big heads. I shoot you in your big head. You have big head."
You have a silly sense of humour.
I like the big animal Easter eggs.
I have everything unlocked.
When there's like big
Screenshot, it
animals
didn't
as
happen.
Easter eggs, those are fun.
Hmm.
Like the big pig in the evil thing, or the big chicken in
Oh,
Gears of War? Yeah.
Gears of War 3. The
Yeah.
giant golden chicken. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what was
There's,
also quite cool?
Hmm?
Vault 80. Is it Vault 88 or Vault 104?
Is that Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Gary!
Gary.
Gary!
Gary?
Gary!
Gary.
Dude, I love that vault. 'Cause, like, the first time I went into it, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is he saying Gary? And then I noticed the names was like Gary 1, Gary 12, Gary 6, Gary 9. I'm like,
Just
alright.
Damn it, I got killed by Gary 27.
And then I've got...
Is it
Yo,
Gary
what's up?
27? Yes!
Yeah.
WWF no mercy.
Yeah, I've got them all, man. I've got fucking
Got
so
the
many.
OG
I've got quite
stuff.
a lot of
Of
N64
course.
games.
The
I've still
important-
got Mario 64 as well.
Speaking of old wrestling stuff, right? This was quite early on in mine and Vanessa's relationship, right? But Vanessa sent me a picture of one of her grandparents working at a Chinese takeaway, and
No doubt.
Their
now,
takeaway.
push me. They never watched wrestling before in their life. And Vanessa sent me the picture of this hat, and it had the WWF logo on it.
That was my grandma.
And I was like, "Oh, that's quite cool." And I went, "Hold on, that's one of the old one of the old hats that had like the logo on one side, and then on the other side that had the name of the wrestler that you liked." And you turn around, and it was fucking Rikishi. For like a 67-year-old woman to have a Rikishi hat on, I lost my shit. And Vanessa
She's
didn't
pure
understand
like that.
I didn't understand. I was just like,
Pie!
No, it'd be one time.
The pork pie face. But on that note, guys, that's all we have time for this week. We were playing Jackbox in 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. We had VanessaTheNoob, SMViper, and Stubzx this week.
I went blurry at the
We
perfect
will
time.
see you all next time, guys. Bye bye. Why does it break? We'll build this network on Scots with soul. We'll build this network on Scots and soul. Build this network on Scots with soul. Every week, man. Every week.
Oh, God.